Hi everyone. I thought we could have a go at an Oracy activity this week. It's really important that we're continuing to practice our speaking and listening skills so we can learn to communicate our thoughts, our feelings and our opinions in a kind and caring way. Okay, so the question that we're going to have a go at answering together is, if you could choose one animal to transform into, would you rather be a bird or a fish, and why? Quite a tricky one. So we're going to have a go at some different talk roles, and the two talk roles we're going to try this week are the instigator, who is the person who starts the conversation, and the challenger, who is the person who has a go at challenging the instigator's ideas, but obviously in a polite and respectful way. So, the instigator, some of the phrases that we can use are I think, I believe, firstly I think that, I would like to start by saying, I think the first thing we should consider, or initially we should discuss. Some of the things the challenger might say are I disagree with, because, respectfully disagreeing. On the other hand, that is an interesting point, but have you considered? You mentioned, but what about, I hear what you're saying, but... Now, I'm going to have a go at being the instigator, so that's going to be my role this week. Once I've expressed my opinions, I'm going to ask my colleagues and friends to have a go at challenging me, and they're going to play the challenger role. So the question was, just to remind you, if you could choose one animal to transform into, would you rather be a bird or a fish, and why? Okay, so I'm going to choose a sentence starter from the instigator page. So I'd like to start by saying that I think this is quite a tricky question, because birds and fish, generally speaking, live in really beautiful habitats. However, if I could choose to transform into one, I think it would be a bird, because I would be able to fly over really beautiful landscapes and look at forests and mountains, and I could also travel to whichever country I liked.
I do hear what you're saying, Miss Wall, but I think that I would much rather transform into a fish, because I know that I would be much happier in the ocean. My favourite place to be is on the beach, in the sea. It makes me feel really free and I feel really, really happy. And I don't like heights anyway, so I really don't think I would make a very good bird. I wouldn't be happy at all.
You mentioned being a bird would enable you to go travelling to whatever country you liked. But what about being a fish? Being underwater would be a completely different world altogether. Have you considered that?
I've been thinking about this question while I've been eating my lunch, and I respectfully disagree with you, Miss Wall. I did like your point about being a bird and being able to travel to different countries, but I think that I would prefer to be a fish, because the landscape under the sea is changing at a much faster rate than the landscape up in the sky or here on land. And so this could be one of my only opportunities to explore the coral reef and to see life that could be extinct in a year or two's time. So I think I would rather be a fish. Also, I've been on an aeroplane before, so I've seen what it is like to be a bird, but I have never ever been deep sea diving, so that is definitely on my to-do list.